You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
Yo. Let's, deal with the major thing in the room. If I look to my right, I think it's wherever you see me looking, is because we are recording this as Morocco play Spain in the World Cup. It's at extra time. On Monday, we had our first penalty shootout between Croatia and what a tackle! Croatia was like this is Kadeem, the soccer fan, World Cup mode. Monday, we had our first penalty shootout between Japan and Croatia. Unfortunately for Japan, they were rubbish. But what it did remind me of was what's going to look like when me and Charlie have our penalty.
All right, that's enough.
No. Just gotta put it out there. So yeah. And shout out to Brazil for doing Brazilian things. But this is Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast. Oh, see, I can't.
Hold on, what you trying to do, bro? You see that, bro? No. You know what's funny? Baltimore Ravens played the Dolphins this year, right? And they was trying to drop some exotics. Oh, we're gonna send them a cover zero look, and watch when we do the cover zero. Let's see how they react. And then next thing you know, Tyreek Hill was running wide open in a busted coverage. That's what just happened here, Kadeem. You try to do the intro, you try to hijack the intro, and you drop the ball. You try to take the identity of the podcast away, like the Ravens trying to do, and copy the Dolphins' identity and got beat. No, you can't explain.
No,
you cannot explain, bro.
No, I need to explain because I wasn't going to go there. And I was like, no, actually, this would be a good segue. So because my mind wasn't quite there, that's why I messed it up. But it's fine. It's fine. Listen, we will get there. We've already seen a picture. I'm looking swole. You're looking like Kevin Hart. This is the way the podcast is going to go.
I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be the first time I ever did this. Y'all gotta give me like 10 seconds, right? Because usually I have Dolphin stuff going on in the background. But Kadeem just said the World Cup was on and it's not on right now, and it's kind of eating me up that I can't peek over and see what's going on in the game. What half is it in? What minute?
The 6th minute of extra time.
Extra time?
That's what I'm saying. It's extra time. It's 0-0.
Hey, give me like 10 seconds, Kadeem. Entertain people for like 10 seconds.
Right. See, this is why I should be the lead of the show, because we're not going to go through this. I had my setup correct. I've got my lighting, my camera, my microphone. I've got the TV on what it needs to be on. And this,
I'm back. All right, look, let's get it, man. Because actually, we got a guest waiting for us too, and it's bad. And the guest is probably like, "Yo, this is what type of operation y'all got going on over here." I've been waiting backstage trying to get introduced, and y'all still playing with me. But now, listen, we got a guest on the show today. Y'all know what time it is. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond but across the world. I'm your boy Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. And yeah, man, we took an L this week, and it don't even feel the same. Like, dang, bro, we took another L. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to get some reaction of the people and get a post on the people. And it's funny because I wanted this dude to come on for probably a couple of weeks now, and he kind of made a little name for himself in Dolphins Twitter. So we're gonna bring him on. Y'all already know what time it is. Shout out to DC. We appreciate you coming on the show today, bro. What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt. So your at is DC. Tell the people what your at is.
Oh, you talking about on Twitter? I don't even know, man. Let me look this up right quick. It's at DCKai305, man. Like,
okay. And I see the 305 in there. So you from Dade?
Miami-Dade, born and raised.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So you a Dolphin fan, like you from Dade, Dolphin fan. You spatting back and forth with people on Twitter. You are a part of Dolphins Twitter. Like when everyone hears Dolphins Twitter, it's the likes of DC defending the crib, right?
All day, every day, man.
Hey, so let's go to more recent times, bro. We just took an L to San Fran. What was your while you watching the game? You know what I'm saying? What was your feeling of Trent Sherfield took it to the house first play? Like, walk us through the emotions. Did you think it was over with? Like, all right, we're gonna handle them. Like, what did you think the outcome of the game was gonna be?
When I seen Trent go for 75, I was like, oh yeah, we about to put up 30 on these boys. Number one defense, yeah, we about to eat them alive.
But we didn't, right? So, what was your natural inclination? You see Jimmy Garoppolo go out. What's next?
So when he initially got tackled, I was like, oh, that's a broken foot, because like how his foot, it was just like hanging a little bit. I was like, is it the shoe, or is it his actual ankle? And when they replayed, I was like, oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it was just the shoe. Look, maybe the shoe was just hanging off. But my initial thought was he broke his ankle. That was my initial thought. But I didn't want to be wrong, so I ain't tweeted out.
Yeah. So, I mean, I didn't even get to see it real time. I seen the play and everything, but it sounded like you actually caught the injury, and you was like, oh, I look a little banged up. And then they report he is banged up, and then he's out for the game. So now he's out of the game. We score on the first play of the game. This was the media just hyped this game up. We're going to see who the Dolphins really are this game, right? And then Brock Purdy happens. Like, we couldn't even get home on Brock Purdy, bro. We couldn't scheme up no type of pressures, didn't throw no exotics at him, and Brock Purdy walked away with a W. What was that like for you?
It was tough to watch because I was going back and forth with my homeboy Vi, he was like, it's gonna hurt to lose to Mr. Irrelevant. I'm like, man, we ain't gonna lose to Mr. Irrelevant. Boy, we're gonna scheme something up. Boy, gonna send the house at him. He gonna get him off his spot, but it was no pressure. He literally had time to sit there, watch. I ain't even, no plug. I'm about to say Game of Thrones. I don't know who, but he had.
Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
So hit us with the Game of Thrones reference.
He was able to watch the full 8 seasons, wait a year, then watch House of Dragons, and still throw the ball. Like, it hurt. I'm like wondering, like, we got Chubb, JP, like, he's vicious off, like, he just doesn't get home. I don't know what a pressure at. So I it's no way that we should have lost to the last pick of the draft. But Kyle Shanahan, props to him. He schemed it up nice, had the runs, had the deep, like the backbreaker when at the end of the game when Christian McCaffrey was able to cut it back and nobody was there. I was just like, yeah, it's just not our day. It's just not our day.
How you feel about Josh Boyer, bro? Before I let Kadeem jump in, how last episode I was like, Josh Boyer to me is like Ryan Tannehill when national media didn't know if Ryan Tannehill was it. It was like, is Tannehill good? Is he not good? And they gave him 6-7 years to decide if Ryan Tannehill was good. And I find him just still as a middle of the road quarterback. And now I find myself looking at Josh Boyer like, is Josh Boyer good? Is everybody just hurt and he can't scheme up pressures? Like, what's going on? How you feel about Josh Boyer?
I tweeted it out, man. I said Josh Boyer, even if he got that game correct, he needs to be gone at the end of the year. I think we've seen enough, because I dumped on Ogba. I'm not sure if you had the chance to look at any of my videos. I said that we shouldn't have re-signed Ogba. Like, I was not high on Ogba, even though he got the 9 sacks and 9, I think it was 9.5 or 9 sacks the year before. I wasn't high on Ogba. But now that I'm looking at Chubb, and Chubb is not like what I thought he would be, I'm like, maybe it's Josh Boyer, not Ogba, and not Chubb. But I'm not high on Boyer at all.
Jump in, Kadeem.
Well, no, it's DC, nice to meet you and stuff. Before we truly talk Dolphins, I feel like if I don't ask these questions now, I'm going to forget. I'm going to be really annoyed. So first of all, love the headset. I got the exact same headset but a different color. So, what game do you play? That's my first question.
So I play Call of Duty,
yes.
Madden.
Yes.
Like, I just got into FIFA. Like, I literally just bought FIFA. Like, because I've never been like a soccer guy. My homeboy been trying to get me to play it forever. I literally just bought it. It was $40 for the PS5. So I literally just bought that. So I'm gonna crack that open probably later on today. and see what's that about. But I play a whole bunch of different games.
See, you know what? I saw the headset. I knew you was a gamer. Second thing, your YouTube channel, your photo is of Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop. What's your top 5 animes of all time?
Woo! Put me on spot like that. So, hey man, I like this guy. So, a lot of people might not like my top 5, but this is my top 5.
Here we go.
I'm going Naruto because, like, literally, that's the one that shaped my adolescence. That's who got me into anime, even DBZ and Sailor Moon at the beginning. But Naruto is the one that I was in the library reading the manga and whatnot. Then we go on Samurai Champloo. Like, I don't know, a lot of people know about Samurai Champloo, but that's a GOAT for me. That is top tier.
100%.
Then I'm going One Piece because that's what I'm watching right now. Like, I'm literally watching One Piece. No spoilers, but it got me on the edge of my seat. And then one that I like, Cowboy Bebop. That's why Spike Spiegel is Cowboy Bebop. And last, Attack on Titan. I've watched a whole bunch of different ones, but Attack on Titan and Cowboy Bebop, just because of New Jubes, his vibe that he got into Samurai Champloo, New Jubes and the vibe, that feeling that it just. And honorable mention, I'm not sure if you heard of this one. I always gotta mention this one. Case Closed, Detective Conan.
All right, so hear me out. We're gonna peek around the curtain, bro. When I hit you up on Twitter, I reached out to you. We're gonna tell the people exactly how it happened. We don't know each other, right? We just met via Miami Dolphins Twitter, right? So I reached out to you, and you were you had a tweet that went viral. We're not gonna say what it is yet, but you had a tweet that went viral, and I
had a video go viral as well.
Right. So we was like, yo, let's get you on a podcast and just chop it up, talk Miami Dolphins football. I'm from the crib, born and raised in Dade. You already know what time it is. And I rock with dog. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you even heard the podcast, seen the podcast, looked at any of the tweets, but Javon Holland was on this podcast, talking about anime. And my friend Kadeem here don't like One Piece. I don't even watch anime. But yeah, you see the reaction? You see the reaction? You feel me? So we had Javon Holland on. Javon Holland, like, bro, you're not even an anime fan. You don't even watch One Piece. I need to hear the voice of the anime people, dog. What's going on?
So if I'm on my phone right now, this is my Crunchyroll. I'm on season 3, episode 167 of One Piece. That's where I am right now. It's like right there. That's me watching One Piece right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you the exact same thing I told Javon Holland. I just can't get into it. I know it's like 1,000 episodes deep. Like, I'm trying. I will get to all of it. Right now, like, it's not for me. I don't know how far you are. I think where I am now. Yeah, like Javon Holland said it's his number one. I disagreed with him. I was like, not for me, but I'm watching it. But again, like, I had to ask those questions. I saw the headset. I saw the anime photo. I know you met through Charlie, but don't be surprised if me and you chop it up, because I feel like if it's not Call of Duty, anime, we're going to chat quite a lot. Speak about the Dolphins and Josh Boyer and stuff like that. Obviously, the San Fran game wasn't Tua's best game, and yet he still managed, 2 touchdowns, 295 yards. What have you made of his season so far?
Is what I expected. It's literally what I expected. Like I tell people, hey, go back, check my tweets. I said that if you get him a team around him, he's going to be great. He's going to be good. Was it an off game? I tweeted out as well, like, maybe he shouldn't have came out Texans game, but we were saving him. Like, the offensive line, look what the offensive line did. Like, he got I don't know how his ankle can bend like that. Like, I don't know, but Tua is what I expected him to be. I watched, it's on a clip on YouTube. Somebody put it up. I'm sorry, I can't remember, but it was every throw from him from Alabama. I've watched that maybe 8 or 9 times. I've seen, like, he doesn't have the cannon that, the Josh Allens or the John Elways or those quarterbacks have, but he has that anticipation that you cannot teach. The throws that he makes, the accuracy that he has, some things are you just born with, like, and he's born with accuracy and anticipation, like. But Tua, if he's healthy, he's the MVP front runner, and I expected it, man.
Bro, that's what's up. Listen, man. It's funny because you get somebody from Dolphins Twitter, you bring them on the show, you don't know what you're gonna get. So we like to tend to tread lightly, like, all right, we don't want to put this man's fandom under the microscope. Like, I don't want to hit you with no, oh well, how long you been a Dolphin fan, and how do you know, are you a real Dolphin? None of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Dolphins Twitter is funny, bro, and I say they're funny because you can sweep some stuff under the rug. You can say one thing on Twitter, and then next thing you know, say another thing, and no one, and you're not held accountable for it, right? And I don't like bullying. I don't like bullying in any phase of the word, like whether it's physical, whether it's mental, emotional, on social media, whether it's in elementary school or in college. I don't like bullying. However, I don't think it's bullying when someone says something outlandish and then now they have to answer to it on Twitter about the Dolphins. I don't think that's bullying. You know what I'm saying? So you had a tweet, bro. And if we could bring it up, Kadeem, DC had a tweet. Everyone listening to us right now, we appreciate you. Share, like, and subscribe at Go Time Dolphins on all social media platforms. We appreciate you. DC, you had a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
And in this tweet, Mina Kimes and Bomani Jones of ESPN are talking. And you mentioned at Mina Kimes in the tweet, and she's talking about Tua and Kirk Cousins and a whole bunch of other stuff in this video. Everyone listening, y'all gotta check it out at DCKai Kid. So DCKai305 on Twitter. Went viral, so much so that DC, bro, you added Mina Kimes and she responded to you. Not only does she respond to you, she replied to you. The who's who of Dolphins Twitter is on this thread. You had the Valley Boys, you had Dolphins Receipts respond, you had Nick from Perform respond. Everybody just Nick Hicks, shout out to Nick Hicks. Everyone responds and says, nah, bro, this ain't. Mike Golick Jr. is coming to Mina Kimes, attempting to come to Mina Kimes' defense. And I think you might see Charlie Touche in there somewhere, but I'm just saying, bro, what happened here? Please explain what's going on in this tweet, bro.
So shout out to Finn Kane. Finn Kane is I follow Finn Kane, and he be making like collages of different stuff. So the initial video was Finn Kane, and he did a. So how the best way to explain it? Mina said something, and he put who it should have been in reference to, but she was saying it about Justin Herbert. So basically, she said like he has great anticipation. I'm just giving an analogy. Has great anticipation, and it's a segment of her talking about Justin Herbert, but he put Tua Tagovailoa's face in front of it because that's who it should be talking about. So she claimed that he edited that tape. I had already watched that video, and I was like, "Oh, that video, with that guy. I don't even know who that guy is like that."
Yeah,
I don't. But so I was like, "Oh no,
Bomani Jones, by the way." But go ahead.
I know him, but I don't know who that guy is.
Right, for sure.
So I was like, "Nah, you can't do my dog like that." So I was like, "Okay, here's the video unedited. This is no edited. This is how I play. You tell me who she's talking about." So then she comes and says, I edited the video. And I was like, okay, well, here's the actual. Yeah, if you can pull it up. She said, I've edited that video. And I was like, well, here's the actual whole 35 minutes of that video. Tell me why I edited it. So then she switched it up.
Uh-oh.
Like, then she switched it up.
So she started backpedaling like a DB.
I mean, she turned it to prime time. I'm talking about all pro Hall of Fame backpedal. Then she said, you're call. I was like, you're calling me a liar. You're literally calling me a liar. And here's the proof right here. So then she got her minions. So then she added me so that the simps I'm not sure how y'all feel about that word, but the Simpsons started attacking. So that's
all right. So let's all right, stop right there, Kadeem. So here's, if you're looking on YouTube, and this is I feel like this is some CSI stuff. We're investigating. You know what I'm saying? Dolphins Twitter investigation. Someone from the crib, the actual born and raised in the county of Dade. I know a lot of people don't know what that means, but if you know, you know. So DC calls out, and Mina Kimes, blue check shouty, shows up and says, you edited this, misleading to spread a lie. This is real crappy behavior, but she used a different word, right? Mm-hmm. And then I think she had Mike Golick Jr. of ESPN come to her defense, and then you basically respond to say, where did I edit it at? Like, this is the whole everything. Like, you said what you said. This is the transcript. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with you. I was a huge Mina Kimes fan. Like, I'm talking about super huge. This is prior to national media turning on, not even turning, just dragging Tua Tagovailoa through it all, right? They just dragged this man, like the man who was throwing to practice squad receivers. You know what I'm saying? The man who still went on a 7-game win streak with very few weapons. You know what I'm saying? Justin Herbert had 10 Pro Bowlers playing with him and still haven't made the playoffs yet. You know what I'm saying? So when they started dragging my dog, I'm like, hold on. Y'all gotta keep it funky with me. Like, this man ain't got no support like everybody else got support. Justin Herbert had Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Austin Eckler, Hunter Henry, his whole career, Craig. So back to your tweet. I love Mina Kimes, G, and I ain't gonna lie, I lost a lot for her recently.
Oh, I lost a whole bunch of respect.
So
you called me out.
I don't know. Hold on. For you, you might have lost some respect. I can't say I don't respect her, but I lost a lot for her. That being said, so real quick flashback. I used to share ride, right? I used to be a share driver, right? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm driving, and the Super Bowl was down here in Florida, you know, and I was down there in the Super Bowl racking up.
Oh, I know you was making it.
Yeah, already. So I see Mina Kimes just by herself walking, no one with her, looked like a reg, and I appreciated that. Like, yo, you not Hollywood, you just out here just straight up walking on the phone like nothing. And I bent in the corner and I seen her. I'm like, and I dropped the window, Mina, you know, and just drove in, and she looked. And she just kept going. She didn't shoot away, but she just looked like there's a crazy and kept going. I thought it was cool, but I really walked with her because she has some unpopular takes. So now, not only are you a minority, you're a woman, and you have unpopular takes. That's being fearlessly authentic. I can appreciate that. Mm-hmm. However, when you drag my quarterback through the mud, that's not when you can't justify it. That's an issue to me. Like, you can't justify this. Like, based on what do you have these takes about Tua? You know what I'm saying? And then this happened with your tweet. Yeah, man. So Mina Kimes hits you up and you go viral, bro. It's crazy to me that, and everyone listening, y'all gotta check this out. Y'all gotta check this thread out and do your own investigation. Like, look at the thread, listen to what she's saying, and she tries to backpedal like Xavier Howard, and she gets beat on this one. I mean, you got beat. It's okay. Take an L. It's okay. You feel me? What's up, Kadeem?
No, yeah, it's like, now seeing the tweet, I remember, you know, seeing it on my timeline when it happened and stuff like that. And I think that's the one thing, and like you said, you know, like in no way, shape, or form do we condone bullying. I've seen a lot of people like Peter King and other people who have said stuff in the past about Tua. Dolphin fans have saved the receipt, gone back to him and said, hey, you said this, you were clearly wrong, what do you have to say now? And their response has been, well, basically, you know, why are Dolphin fans so sensitive? It's like, we're not sensitive, but it's like there's no nuance, there's no balance, there's no context around what you were saying about Tua. And, you know, I don't hate Justin Herbert. I think he's a talented quarterback. But Justin Herbert this season has had a bunch of excuses made for him, which Tua didn't get in his first 2 years. You know, people saying that Justin Herbert has no O-line, his weapons are injured. It's like, well, that was Tua his first 2 years. His weapons weren't even injured. He just had no weapons. He had no O-line. So, yeah, Dolphin fans aren't sensitive. Dolphin fans aren't... Okay, Some Dolphin fans are bullies, others aren't. But, any Dolphin fans on social media, I'm not going to say calling anyone out, but, correcting takes, opinions in the past. Listen, I'm pretty sure if Tua had another bad season this year, everyone who defended Tua, it will be the other way around. Oh, you said this. How do you feel now? All that kind of stuff. So, listen,
bro, I'm gonna jump in real quick, and I'm gonna be real with you. If you put a take on Twitter for the world to see it, you should be ready to defend that take on Twitter for the world to see it. That's it. That's all I'm saying. It has nothing to do with ridiculing someone. Yo, you said something on Twitter. It's not like you said it in a private text message on your phone. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you had a private conversation behind closed doors and someone outed you in the conversation. You, in the comfort of your own, wherever you were, decided, I'm going to pile on this hot topic. In this case, it happened to be Tua, and you were wrong. So now that you're wrong, you don't like the backlash of people saying, hey, you were wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you explain like what you thought when you were wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all we're saying. So I'm gonna be super real with you. I'm not a Twitter dude. Shout out to y'all boys, y'all anime dudes. I'm not an anime dude. I'll ask you a question real quick. The same question I asked Javon Holland. But I'm not an anime dude. I'm not a social media dude. I'm a Dolphin dude. I'm gonna be real with you. Love the Dolphins. I was born in Carroll City, bro, off of 209 and 27. You know what I'm saying? Already
to 11. I'm from there. I'm from there.
Right down the street from Cherry Bay. You feel me?
I'm from there, bro.
Right across the street from Lake Lucerne. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, listen. So I this is me. This is like I bleed aqua and orange. That's it. So when I see a Twitter account named Dolphins Receipts, all right, shout out to whoever runs Dolphins Receipts. I'm dead serious because you the real MVP. You the real MVP.
Dinner.
Like straight up, like bro, you protect that person at all costs for real. Because you know what I'm saying? He's doing God's work. That's all I'm saying. That's it, man. But hey, so if I'm gonna start an anime, what anime should I start, bro?
If you're gonna start an anime, what do you like? Do you like gore? What do you like?
Let's let you know what, because it feel like we might get out of control though. Let's say that for bonus time, bro. Okay. So all right, hey, we're gonna say that for bonus time. That was bad podcast, my bad. So how do we recover from the San Fran loss, bro?
I believe that we stay the course. I like the signing of Eric Fisher. It sucks to say this, but I'm not sure how you guys feel about Austin Jackson. I watched the William Hayes video, and then I was started the Javon Holland, but my wife called me to do something. But I watched the full of William Hayes because William Hayes was one of my favorite. I'm getting off topic a little bit, but he was one of my favorite Dolphins, and he was about to go eat that year. But stay the course, man. Tua was off. Let's keep it a buck. Like, he was off the first half. He missed a lot of throws that he should have made. We should have won that game. Like, people were still wide open. Tua wasn't hitting them. The Chargers, I watched just like last night. The Chargers versus the Raiders. Justin Herbert should not score over 10 points on us. He's just not playing very well right now. Like, he's missing throws, but he gets he got injuries and he don't have no number ones and whatnot. But I just say stay the course. I would like to have seen more rushing, but hey, that's not the game plan coach called. Whatever reason, it is what it is. It looks like Armstead might be T-Stead might be back next game. Hopefully that he's back. And Shell got beat like a drum. Everybody was high on Shell, but he got beat like a drum.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, man. You're allowed a bad game. You know what I'm saying? No one's perfect. You're allowed a bad game. It's crazy. I remember. All right. So, but you're allowed a bad game. And Tua has lost, and this is including the Cincinnati game, because everybody, well, why you got to do that? Like, nah, I'll include the Cincinnati game. Tua has only lost 3 games, and it's in his past like 22 games. That's a real stat. That is an actual stat. You know what I'm saying? So you're allowed to have a bad game. And I'll be real with you. So Eric Fisher, for those who don't know, because we haven't talked about it on the podcast yet, Eric Fisher was signed by the Miami Dolphins. He was a first overall pick in 2013, I think.
13, yeah.
Yeah, 2013, the first overall pick, number 1 overall. He was a cornerstone in Kansas City on the line. And this year, I thought he retired. I thought he was going to retire. He walked away from the game, or I thought he walked away from the game. And I was thinking, I think the Dolphins should look at that. So the fact that the Dolphins didn't look at it when friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, went out. Matter of fact, you said you don't know how we feel about Austin Jackson. He's actually a friend of the podcast. But I think when that first year he did decent, and in the second year he regressed. And I think that was more so because of the O-line coaching and Brian Flores' lack of offensive intelligence. But
one thing before you go on, his first year, when he got drafted, he gave bone marrow to his sister.
Oh, for sure. For sure. No, I'm saying I don't even think he had a bad first year though.
I don't either.
I thought it was pretty good, and I think he regressed. Like we gonna keep it real. I think he regressed in year 2, but I also think if you had actual coaching, like if you look at this, the whole team right now with a new coaching staff, with a competent O-line coach. Look at what we're doing. Like we had Brandon Shell come from a practice squad and became something like what a lot of people thought, yo, do we even need a right tackle now? People thought that. You know what I'm saying? So I would have loved to see friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, with this tutelage and then prove like, yo, I was the 18th pick overall for a reason and I'm here. But he got injured and that's unfortunate. So when I thought back to Eric Fisher, I thought the Dolphins would be like, well, let's see what Eric Fisher, what does he have left? He's 31. He's played in the league for 9 years, I think. You know, he's had an injury. There's got to be something in the tank, and we didn't even go there. So I'm like, dang, they must know something that we don't. They must have seen something that, yo, we don't think he's that deal. And all of a sudden, you have 3 people hurt on your O-line, and you still didn't get Eric Fisher. So now we're in week 13, 14, I want to say. We're in week 14, right?
14, yeah.
Yeah, we're in week 14, and now we consider Eric Fisher. So I'm a little reserved right now because I wanted to do this 14 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you. But so the fact that we just did it now, I'm like, okay, well, maybe they know something we don't, and maybe Eric Fisher is a shell of himself, but we'll find out. But I do like the acquisition, I should say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. I think, what was his injury? I think it was like Achilles when he was on the Colts.
I can't remember, bro.
I believe it was Achilles when he was on the Colts, and he took that year off. But I think Brandon Shell is 31 too. Like, so.
Yeah, you know what's funny to me? It was a shout out to my boy LB. I want to say 2-3 weeks ago, the O-line was balling. Everybody's balling. The whole team balling. And you know, we're going into this offseason. We have to pay everyone now because that's what good teams do. You build, and now you have to keep players. You got to pay Waddle. Not necessarily Waddle, but eventually you're gonna have to pay Waddle. Eventually you're gonna have to pay Tua. You have to pay Tyreek Hill. You got to pay Stead. You got to pay Chubb. You got to all kind of people. Wilkins, Xavier Howard, Brandon Jones. Say what?
Please say Wilkins. Pay Wilkins.
Hold on. So my dog think we should pay Wilkins. I'm not sure about that. I feel like I just feel like it's unfortunate. I feel like it's unfortunate.
Walking time. I love me some.
I feel you, but you can't pay everybody. That's all I'm saying. We get a lot out of Zach Sealer. Like it's like yo. But anyway, with that being said, I forgot where I was going with this. But yeah, listen, I think. So in the offseason, this season's coming up offseason. 3 weeks ago, it was like, yo, do we even need O-line? Can we go get other help because our O-line is solid? I'm like, listen, it's 5 people on the O-line. What you do is still go get another right tackle and double down because this is your franchise quarterback. Why are you playing with a practice squad receiver that is not proven consistently? I'm sorry, my bad. You're right. Right tackle. Why are you rocking with a practice squad right tackle? And he's not proven. He's doing well. He's doing great, but he's not proven. So I think you double down, go get another O-lineman this offseason because you're going to have to pay everybody and you're going to have money for like one real big move. And I think that should be a right tackle. And then you build the depth, because now you're playing with 2/5 of an offensive line, and you're in a playoff hunt, and you were a Mike Gesicki helmet catch away from probably securing the number 1 seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about the O-line. That's how I feel about the state of the offense. You got something for us, Kadeem?
I just have to agree with my new best friend. You have to pay Christian Wilkins. Like, I don't understand. Listen, I understand you have to pay. You can't pay everyone. We're probably going to lose Zach Sealer. He's going to go and get the money he genuinely deserves. I would love to keep him. I think you have to pay Christian Wilkins. Even that 49ers game, I think he said a franchise record of tackles in one game by defensive linemen. I think it was in Dominican Sue. So he's playing I can understand last season people being and ahhing. At this day, the team captain, I think it has to get done. I think I've read that the cap is going to be something like 220 million. Obviously, the cap is going to increase. Mm-hmm. Obviously, our wage bill is going to increase because of Armstead, all that kind of things. Charlie, your boy, Chris Greer is your boy. Call him and make it work, Christian Wilkins. That guy, Christian Wilkins, had to be a Dolphins for life, in my opinion. He's that dude.
I would love that, bro. Bro, y'all making it seem like I don't like the man. Bro, we if you look at social media, Go Time Dolphins social media, we got Christian Wilkins all over it, all kind of reels, all kind of Power Rangers celebration. We rock with Christian Wilkins here, but we can't pay everyone. We absolutely adore Mike Gesicki. We don't think we're gonna sign him. We want to keep everybody. So honestly, the best thing to do is win the Super Bowl now. Everybody walk away happy, you know what I'm saying? Get their money somewhere else. Yes, bro.
Look, even if you win the Super Bowl, you retain Christian Wilkins. Like the Mike Gesicki
thing. Dynasties don't last forever, bro. Can we just be happy to get the ring, bro? And just be hey, man.
But to also win more rings, to keep guys around like Christian Wilkins, someone like Mike Gesicki, and again, I would love to keep Mike Gesicki, but I think even we have come to a point where we are getting the best out of Mike Gesicki. Christian Wilkins, we are getting the best out of. He's playing amazing, and you re-sign this dude.
Zach Sealer ain't playing amazing?
Zach Sealer is playing amazing. I would re-sign in the nicest way possible, yeah?
So, you see, excuse my friend. My friend's is going to re-sign everybody, and we're not going to have no money to do anything with anybody. He just signed everybody. He just passed it. You get a check. You get a check. You get a check. Okay, Oprah.
Okay, DC. You are the guest on this show this week.
All right.
Are you signing Christian Wilkins? Yes or no, and why?
Oh no. That's not the answer, because I want to sign him, but I'm just saying we have other needs as well. So here's a better question. Let me do it this way. If you had to let one walk, if you had to let two walk, is it out of the three? Who are you letting walk? What two are you letting walk? Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer, and Mike Gesicki. What two are you letting walk?
So are you saying that we can sign one of the other two walk?
Yes.
I'm signing Christian. So now if you saying if we can keep Zach and Gesicki and Christian walk, yeah. So if you flip it like that, if you saying if we can get Sealer and Gesicki, but Christian got to walk, I'll keep Sealer and Gesicki. But if it's if I have to choose one out of the other ones, I'm gonna take Christian all day, every day.
Hey, I appreciate how you answer that question. We're gonna ask the people too. Everyone on social media, comment in the put your answer in the comment. Out of the three, if you could only retain one, which one would you retain? Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer, or Mike Gesicki? Comment in the comments. Tell us why. Look, come on over to Bonus Time with us. DC, we appreciate you rocking with us, man. Tell everybody where they can find you one more time, bro.
Oh, you find me DCKai Kid on Twitter and DC_305 on YouTube. Getting back to making videos. I just made a video 2 days ago. I'm back. I got time. That's all I'm gonna say. I got time now.
Hey, y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche, and for DCKai305 already. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time.
You messed up.
No. But see, I kept it going though. You fumbled. You turned the ball over. Kadeem.
You messed up. No, you messed up.
I messed up.
You did it already, and it was like, I've got to keep it going.
Hold on. I messed up, but you threw a pick. You dropped the ball. You threw a pick. I messed up and I threw an incomplete pass on third down. I didn't convert. I didn't convert. And I actually feel like I converted. I feel like I converted. España and Morocco PKs live right now.
See, dude, it's not PKs. They're called penalties. No one calls them PKs. No one.
I don't care. They're penalty kicks, PKs.
I don't know nothing about soccer, so I'm about to learn all my knowledge from FIFA tonight.
All right, holla at me, bro. So yeah, man, Javon Holland came on the podcast, man, and I thought we lost. Him. Like my dog Kadeem was like, I don't watch One Piece, and dog was so excited. Javon Holland, Snowman, shout out to the Snowman, was so excited to talk anime. He had a Naruto headband on, and he's like, "Oh, top 5 animes." Brought out the phone, top 5 animes, and he said, "You are not an anime fan." I'm like, "Dang, bro! All of our credibility just went right out the door with Javon Holland." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, holla at me. What anime should I start with as a novice? Now, I'm not even a novice. I'm just where should I start?
What do you like? Like, because it's ways that you can go about this. So like, for just like a chill time, Samurai Champloo, like that's just like you get the good vibes, you get like a story. It's only 26 episodes, not that long. But if you like gore and just craziness happen, you can go to Baki route. You can go to Effing Lead. I'm not sure if you ever heard of that one, Effing Lead. That's crazy. Trigun is pretty good. What else? Cowboy Bebop is like the one I mentioned. Is another chill type anime that you can just watch when you got something on, got doing something or typing up a script or something like that. Something that you can watch and leave on. But let me see a good one. Like on Netflix, they got this one. It's an anime. It's a Western anime called Ragnarok. That's a lot of fighting and a lot of stuff like that. That is good. That just to watch, but to get hooked, Naruto. If you want a long story to get hooked, watch Naruto. One Piece is good too.
So I didn't know Sailor Moon was a anime.
Yeah, Sailor Moon is an anime. Yeah, no, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that Pokemon is an anime too.
Okay, all right. But DBZ was an anime, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my education. I'm getting GTD anime education. I like it.
So
see, I recommend this stuff like
behind me, this stuff right here, like all this stuff, like I got like Power Rangers, Batman, Gargoyles, Transformers, Zoids, all that stuff. That
I see it, but I wasn't trying to be in your space like that. I know, you know what I'm saying? So that's what time it is.
That's what time, like, and then that's stuff that I collect. All those stuff is in this boxes. Then I have like another box over here that's like got my figurines and statues and stuff. I don't have nowhere to like. We just moved into this house not too long ago, so I don't have like the space I had at like my old place to like put up everything. So, but yeah, that's what I do. And I got the Jordans in the closet. You know how Miami boys do.
You got something for him, Kadeem?
Yeah, you mentioned. I see the headset. At the moment, what you playing? You playing Warzone, Modern Warfare? What's your Warzone?
Yeah.
How many wins you got so far in Warzone 2?
I don't got that many. We just left from Blackout. Me and my crew just left from Blackout to Warzone like 2 weeks ago. So I think I got like 3 wins. But on Blackout, I got over 4,000. But on we ain't get started yet because everybody a little bit before us. So once we get going, we're gonna kill it. And what is my game? You PS4 or Xbox? I mean PS or which you play on?
PS5.
All right, PS5. Yeah, it's DCKai. It's all my stuff is DCKai. I got a question for you, Charlie, right quick. You
Holla
went
at
to
me.
Kansas City?
Nah, I went to Miramar.
Went to Miramar?
Yeah.
You look familiar. When I was looking, I was like, dang, this man look familiar.
I might look familiar for other reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Probably
But
playing in the probably play some football in the Baja or something like that. I don't know.
I'll probably tell you after off the air why I look familiar. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do it on there.
I feel it. I feel
it. So hey, before we let you go, bro, we got the Chargers this week. What can we expect? Close us out.
I'm expecting us to come out with a run, like a balanced attack. I think we're gonna go more balanced. But the Chargers, their defense is not what they expected to be. Joey Bosa, based on who's starting, Joey Bosa might, call some but Khalil Mack he looked like Khalil Mack, but he doesn't look like a Khalil Mack. I don't know if that makes sense. Like certain games he come out, I think age is catching up to him, but he's not that old. I don't think he's just putting on dominant performances. I have to look at it again, but when I was watching the Raiders game, he didn't pop like he normally pops to me. But I expect at least a 3-point win, three to 5 points. I know that's odd, but you know how the rankings and all that stuff is.
DCKai kid, we appreciate you.
Very quickly. Charlie, did you see that last penalty?
I did, bro. Like, yo, you gonna let me close out the podcast? Like, yo.
Well, I was gonna say, did you see the waddle?
Oh, he waddled. I didn't see the waddle.
See.
Oh, he waddled. I didn't see the
waddle. Like a little waddle. So yeah,
I didn't see it. No, I seen they missed it. I seen Spain miss, and I seen Morocco close them out, but I didn't see the waddle because I was paying attention to the guests that we had on the show in front of us.
Well, I heard the guest speaking, and I listened. So I heard, and I was watching, and the guy done the waddle. So yeah.
I just rewound it. Yeah. Check us out.
Oopsie.